Frustrated Diepsloot residents have vowed to continue with their protests until there is an adequate response from government. In fact, they're demanding that President Cyril Ramaphosa visits the crime-ridden township. Newzroom Afrika's Nqobile Madlala is in Diepsloot for us this morning, and she's been tracking the story. Nqobile, in fact, what residents are saying is that they want a date for when Cyril Ramaphosa will come and speak to them.
Indeed, they want the time frame as well so that they are able to plan accordingly. You will remember that this community is worried about the crime levels in the area and they want permanent solutions, and they believe that this will be provided by the president once he has heard what they would like to tell him. They're saying that in the past they've seen the ministers come and go, but those solutions were temporal and now they want permanent solutions. Now we do know that they are going to gather from 9 going onwards, where they are going to do a peaceful march in on the street and continue to just protest before they're suspended so that they can make their way to Limpopo. One of the people that of course was sent in as a delegation to speak at the Union building is Mr. Ditsuche. And I mean, you were very outspoken at the time when you arrived at the Union buildings, and now after the Union buildings meeting, still no answers. Tell us what's going to be happening on the ground with the community.
Greetings to you and the listeners at home. No, that's not true. There are answers, but the answers are not to the specifications that we have agreed upon. That's number one. Number two, the response, it seems as if what we have put on the table has been listened to. Because when you listen to the minister and comments, they are preparing for what we have agreed. But the only problem, and that's what we are asking to the office of the president, is the time frame, timelines. We agreed there, this is from this time to this time, from this time to this time. And we gave them a latitude and say, we don't want to dictate for you. We are giving you up until Monday to go and gather together and plan. Give us a plan that says, this the engagement and this is the conclusive time for the engagement. We can't engage forever. There must be a time frame, and that is what the office of the president is failing to do. And that's why you see people on the street. The community agreed. I was part of that meeting as the pastoral responsibility from the church. They agreed. They wanted to start a violent, but the leadership resolved that no, let it be a peaceful. Yesterday and today, and by suspending it today because of the funeral and any other thing else, I don't know. They will have to answer for that.
But I also understand that the community has obviously been terrorized by the crime in the area. And you are, as a faith-based person, you have been meeting up with families to sort of counsel them. Tell us, what's the state of the woman that was shot at, whose son was shot at? What is happening to those families that have been affected, including the ones that were affected over the weekend?
I want to put it very clear on the issue of the church involvement. Yeah. There is a pastors forum here under Bishop Dloti. Yeah. We will be meeting sometime. Maybe that will form part of the agenda to have a proper strategy on how we take care of that. But however, the visitations that we did to the family, unfortunate, we couldn't find anyone there. As you saw, you were there. The lady is on a run, hiding somewhere. Others, we can't trace them, but the pastors forum will come with a strategy because they are the one who are very much aware of the area around. But the church is taking active part of taking pastoral responsibility.
Thank you very much for speaking to us. Of course, that is the faith part that is taking place as well in Diepsloot, making sure that people are safe and that there is some sort of peace despite the people being unhappy with what has occurred so far.
Developing story that we're watching quite closely. Nqobile Madlala, thanks very much indeed for that update.